Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this is the program about the explicit cursor. If we see the salaries here, and I'm seeing a lot of salaries are greater than 2,000 and or 3,000. Even we got 5,000, we got 3,000 here, and we got 3,000 here, right? And there may be a lot more guys who have more than 2,000 salary. So I create actually a file, and I will get it. That file is here. Where sal is equal to or greater than, I say, for example, 3,000. I'm saying declare a name emp.ename. That means I'm declaring a name which is of same data type as that of ename in the emp table. Then I'm gonna begin that in the beginning I say select ename into the name where the cell is greater than 3,000. If I save it and I execute it using different at sign, and a PLSQL procedure is successfully completed. It's okay because we got only one guy who has got a greater than 3,000 salary. That's one. That's 5,000. It returns one tuple and its name is actually there. If I again edit it, and then I'm gonna print it, dbms output dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. You're gonna say name equals concatenate with the name. Right, now run it. If you will run it, here we go, and you got name equals to king, who has this salary actually greater than 3,000. But if I do same thing, okay, and I change it to the greater than, okay, greater than, but greater than 2,000, there are many people who have greater than 2,000 salary. So now this will have a problem because there are too many rows who will be fetch it. So let me run it. Let's just say exact fetch returns more than required number of rows. So in that case, what we do is we create an explicit cursor basically to fix this problem. Like this, we get the select statement here. We will get this statement in the declaration section. This is what we do in our explicit cursor. Is first thing we do is we declare a explicit cursor in the declaration section. Okay, where basically what we say is we say cursor. Okay, then I give the name of the cursor, say this is the, it's about what, this is about name, maybe employee cursor. Okay, is, then I say is, and then with that I will use a select statement. What is this cursor about? And I say select, actually I have written that control V, select ename into name from emp where cell is greater than 2,000, which will return a lot of guys are here, right? Second thing in the begin, first thing we do is I will open the cursor. Okay, I can say open C1 simply. Open not C1, emp cursor. What's the name of the cursor? Is emp cursor. So open the emp cursor in the begin section. Okay, after I open, I'm gonna fetch the because what happens is a cursor creates a memory and puts up the what's called the active set, all those what is being retrieved here, right? Now a cursor will be pointing to the first tuple and then it will increment itself. So I need a loop to go through all the tuples. Okay, I say loop. If you don't say loop, for example, and you here do what, you actually call the fetch emp cursor. Okay, then I say into, here is the into class, into the name. Okay, and I will dbms output here the name. Okay, that's already there. Say save it and try to execute it. Now you go say it gives the first guy who is the Jones. It will not show the error, but it's giving me the first guy who has the salary greater than 2,000, that's John, but other guys are also there in the memory, in the active set. I need to go to there, but the cursor is with the first tuple which is retrieved, so I have to increment that cursor. But if you do it again, look, um, because when cursor actually fetches data, it actually does what? It also increments itself to the next tuple unless there is no data found. So if I edit it again and I print this, copy, paste, copy and paste, so I'm printing 3 times the same statement, right? I'm putting 3 times the same statement, name equals whatever, and I am but the thing is that I have fetched it once. I need to fetch it again and again. I say copy and I fetch, control V, and I fetch, control V. Now save it, run it. Okay, he's going to tell me first I fetch it, the same thing, Jones, the second Blake, Clark. What happens when you fetch? The cursor goes to the next tuple in the active set, next record, basically in an active set. You fetched here, it gone to the next. So that means I need a loop, right, to fetch all these guys. I will not write the code like this, rather I will say it only one times. Okay, fetch this, but I don't say it all the time here, but what I do is I will use a loop. So I need a loop to run it multiple times. Let me make it caps. Okay, is it O or 00? Okay, loop. So what I do in a loop is I will fetch the emp cursor into the name. Okay, and I need but exit to get out of the loop. I need to exit somehow, so I say here end loop, but when will I end from the loop? That's also to be done. So maybe I say exit. Here I will say exit. Before printing I will say exit. When clause I will use when emp cursor, the name of the cursor emp cur percent, then I've got properties of the explicit cursor like not found. So exit when c1 person not found. If the data is not found, then you're gonna exit from this loop. Okay, so I got the exit condition and I'm gonna print it, and I'm printing it in a loop. Right now save it and run it. Okay, here we go, all those guys with the salary greater than 2,000, unless I didn't put up the this thing, right? Unless there is no data found, it goes up to that. Okay, it goes up to when ambicur has reached to the end of the record and gone beyond that, and there is not found will to be true at that moment, and we get out of the loop. Does it make sense? Now if you want, say for example, also the salary, to say, now you say salary equal salary emp dot sal person type, same data type. Okay, now what do you do? Select ename, actually I should not use here into. Okay, that's wrong. I should not use into here, right? I should say select ename here from emp where sal is greater than 2,000. Should be like this. Okay, let me run it again. Because it's of no use at that moment, right? Now we got all those guys again. It's the proper way of doing things. Okay, because into should be here when you fetch, basically here it's of no use. Select ename from emp where sal is greater than 2,000 is okay, but I'm not saying only ename, but I'm saying also the sal from where sal. Then now you fetch here emp core into name comma salary, the above variable I have created. Okay, and now you say here name equals to name. Okay, then maybe I will put up some I will concatenate some space here, right? And I say here then concatenate with the concatenate with the salary equals, and then concatenate with the salary variable. Okay, now save it, run it. Now I got name is good this, salary equals this, all of these guys are greater than 2000 salary. Okay, so this was one thing. We can have other properties also of the cursor, like I say I will change a bit of my program. Let me come back to this guy. Okay, let's change a bit here. Where I say I want to open this, but I will say here like if emp cursor, but if I say I should say first not, if not emp cur percent open, then you do what, you then open this, then you're gonna open this emp cur. Maybe I will also use here end if to exit from this end if. So if the emp cur is not open, then open. Okay, if it's already open, then don't open. Okay, not found is okay, I've done it. And I can do a little bit more change where I say um, I can use this not found I has done. I can use things on a in a I can do things on if I found. I fetch it guys into it, and then I'll say if, I mean I want to use the found, not found, then I can say if emp cur percent found, it's a boolean if it is true, then actually basically you're gonna do something. You're gonna say this, you're gonna print this, right? Okay, you will print this, else you're gonna say exit, and definitely end if. Second same thing, but a little bit twist. Okay, here we go. There is a problem with the end if something. What is the problem? And if terminator should be there. Execute, save it, execute it. Still a problem. Let me see what's the problem. Again, edit. So exit should also have the terminator, right? I guess that was the problem. Oh, still problem. emp curve is open, then open emp curve, and if, let me see what's the problem. I'm saying here then open emp curve. I guess what the error is, if emp curve person found, I'm saying if not emp curve percent is open, it should be is open, because we're testing here, not open. Then open emp curve and then do a lot of stuff, whatever that is, and if you execute it, it should work fine now. That's working fine. But I also want the last thing, that's the row count to it. I want to add last more thing, that's the row count. Okay, let me edit again, and I get up here and I say that you gotta give me the row count also. Okay, so how do I do that? I will put up here as row number, equals whatever it says, number or number, row number equals quote close concat with the differently you'll say emp curve, or the cursor name is percent, then you will have the row count. I guess it's a row count. Okay, what happens in the row count is it will not give the total number of rows. Basically it will give you the row number, because there will be a lot of rows which can be fetched where the emp curve is pointing to. It will give the that rows number, like 1 2 3 4 so on, not like it will give the five, we have 5 rows or 10 rows, whatever. So it's time to give it a go, but mp row, and here I need to concatenate it. Okay, save it, execute it using @, and here we go. If you say row number equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6, so with this we have done mp cursor, explicit cursor properties like not found, found, row count, and I think that's all for today.